This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon.
And off we go from Seattle.
This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
49ers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Andre Diggs on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Garoppolo now. Third screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Garoppolo's pass.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown San Francisco.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes to score, Niners 7. Seahawks nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll throw right away.
They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted, a loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. 19. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson going for Metcalf. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 57 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point is
Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Gun. 21.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
George Kittle.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Third and short, McKinnon. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, San Francisco.
On first down, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there, and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
To second and goal at the 5-yard
line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
To Jerick McKinnon.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
14. Check 26, check 26.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Myers for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
That's the end.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And a big play that time for the Seahawks. 71 yards.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now it's Carson, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The play lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of
12 yards there and a first down.
49er first down.
Here we go. 13. 13. Come get some.
Now McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he'll let this go deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, 49 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run the counter. Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Flush to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Wilson on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
Fourth down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. Now the 49ers are going to get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run the counter. Carson, and if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Are you getting ahead? Are you getting ahead?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
Wilson's pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Mike, check, 59. You can't block me. You don't got 4 down. 59 mark, check, 59. Come on, 14. Mike's 5.
Here's Wilson, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Brings up 2nd.
To throw is Garoppolo. Screenplay, McKinnon. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
13. Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 51, Mike.
Garoppolo to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline and just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike, check, 59. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't 25. Gun. He's checking. Crash. 59 is Mike. Check, 59. I got one. Zebra. Watch twins. Check. First down.
Now it's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 66 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was
making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
Their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
Quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
On the keeper.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift. One left.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And he's got Lockett. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl.
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, 49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
To the 48-yard line.
They run it with McKinnon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
49 to Mike. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. 11.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
30. And the 49er 1st down.
Go ahead.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners 1st down. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. And you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon. As the first half is winding down, and the 49ers have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Niners 21. Seahawks.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing is Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
A gain of 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 33 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check out. 13. White. Check 33. Hey, done.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And a 49er first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 17 yards out, the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards the pickup there. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
For another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He'll let it. Got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
At the Seahawks' 40-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Here again is McKinnon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was D.K. Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a great return.
Oh, yeah, baby, all day, all day.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4. Yards.
10-10 at their own 21-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, let's get sandwich.
Check four. I'll go special.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
49-yard line.
Wilson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again here, Wilson, flush to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Well, they go with a tight end carry. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Let's talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll drop here to throw. And some room to work. And he'll be out right at the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, gun. 13. Watch 50.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking up here with Trent Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, 49ers nothing.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
11.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And some room to roam now.
Here we go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Tough short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On first down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally marked down at the 23. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
21.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. It's Coleman here, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the 49ers are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. So the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 65, 65. Touch 50, touch 50. Hey, hey.
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now, McKinnon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. 11.
56,
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll look. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
Here we go. 54 One, Omaha.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Benson Mayowa.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. To throw again, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
By the 49ers.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The 49er ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 39 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
17. Seahawks 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
57.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Wilson. Buying time to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The tackle made by...
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Play action. Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Returnable for Lockett. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf, and he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Let's go, D. Spawn.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Wilson to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mostert. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Tonight.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better.
This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.